Well, hello, Scorpio, and thank you for joining me for my up and coming forecast of July 2016. There is so much going on up in the sky right now. I really wanted to make sure that all of you guys had a little bit of preparation and getting, the ability, I should say, to time yourself to what is happening right now. So for you, Scorpio, this has really been another intense and incredible year because we know that we've had this long stay of Mars and Scorpio that started back in January. We got a little reprieve in the spring when Mars moved into Sagittarius, but then it retrograded. As we speak, it's at the tail end of the retrograde of Mars and Scorpio, getting ready to move direct, and will continue until August 3rd. So you have one more month, and then we will not see this again for a while. You are going to be out of these intense waters. The good news is this is something that's not foreign to you. It's something that is actually kind of comfortable for you, yet at the same time, we have Mars and Scorpio with Lilith and Scorpio. And Lilith is something I'll talk about more in some future videos, but just to give you a little taste, Lilith is about very raw energy, raw power, kind of that, sinful nature. When Eve took that apple and wanted to take that bite because she wanted to know that, she wanted to see what was good and evil. She did that temptation. That's that kind of energy, getting down to the raw truth. Now, with Mars and Lilith here in your first house, you guys can't hide behind the scenes because you have intense energy fueling you. And if you notice, you may have already started to feel, more outspoken, more communicative. Excuse me. Trying to get those words out for you. This is also a time, and I've seen this happen a lot, especially for those of you out there who do have Mars and Scorpio in your natal chart, your birth chart. You were born during a Mars and Scorpio transit. This is extremely powerful time of the universe really coming in and straightening out your path, showing you the truth about some things that even you may not have wanted to know, because Mars can blow things up. It can also, and I've already seen this happening in some of my personal friendships and readings, it can bring in amazing soulmates, partners that change the course of your life, that add to your life, jobs, opportunities that you've been waiting for, that you're hanging on to. If you are contemplating, making a move right now in regards to, should I put that application in right now? Should I write that letter and see if I can get in, or whatever it is you're working on behind the scenes, do it right now. Do it right now, because Mars can be like steroids from heaven. So you may be feeling unusually bold and usually, just ready to take it on, tired of sitting back and watching everybody else. Yeah, you guys are good at that. You guys are also really good at waiting and waiting and waiting. And sometimes you're waiting so long that you can kind of fall into despair. And with Mars there, pushing you out to the front lines. This is your identity. This is your ego. This can be aggressive. I like to talk about astrology, and I like to talk about all the good, encouraging things, but as an astrologer and someone that really deals with the truth about, and you guys will appreciate this, about real stuff that we go through, this can be a time where you're being really challenged right now. You could even be feeling like you want to challenge others, like things you've been holding in. You want answers now. And you may need answers now. This is the time. But don't forget, to use and try to control, because you're good at that. And there's a time to try to control your emotional well-being. You don't want to put yourself out there because you're feeling so, assertive. Mars can bring out aggression that you blow things up to the point where, they're not able to be repaired. Watch for manipulation. Watch for yourself being manipulating. Watch for deception. Okay. Watch for relationships coming in that are plutonic. They're intense. That's the hard part about, when we have these experiences with people that come in and change our lives. You still have to use your discernment, because sometimes they're there for a short time and you both give and take a certain exchange. They help you take the next step. Sometimes they're lifelong partners during a Mars transit like this. But because it's in Scorpio, it brings about an intensity. So be careful that you don't let somebody get too obsessed with you, or that you, if you are feeling obsessive or you're feeling like you're losing control, that you don't overreact right now, okay? That you step back a minute and say, wait a minute, what is my goal? What is the ultimate picture here? If you have the ability to do that, you want to use your wisdom, because you guys are the most intuitive in terms of being able to read situations. Mars here can make things a little fuzzy, okay? So you want to, and a little explosive. So I think I've made my point, but it's a great time to make life-changing decisions, and you just want to think them through and make sure you're not being impulsive, which isn't normally you, okay? But we have other things going on here. So this month, especially during the new moon, we're going to see the sun. We're going to see the moon, Mercury, and Venus, a stellium, all lining up in Cancer. That's your 9th house. Our 9th house really can represent our spiritual awakening. This can be a time that you do have a huge epiphany and, really go into a deeper study, or somebody comes into your life that begins to mentor you. You guys are usually kind of stay in a mentoring position. With all this Cancer energy, it's a very mothering energy. You may need some mothering, okay? You may need someone to kind of come and comfort you. Allow that to happen, because, you guys have really been through so much. You've made it through Saturn in Scorpio 2012 to 2014. And, this is the tail end of that. This is Mars and Lilith coming in one more time and saying anything we didn't get taken care of during that transit, anything left behind, anything stagnant, anything toxic, I'm going to blow it up. You can either hand it over, and we can do this the nice way, or I'm going to come in and really blow this up. So not to scare you, but to help you understand the energy that's surrounding you. Because your psychic and intuitive ability is going to be so strong right now, you're going to be seeing through things, really, stuff you didn't see before. You're going to be seeing them. And if you can't see, you'll be dreaming about them. So pay attention to your dreams right now. Neptune in Pisces has just gone retrograde. And this is a 6-month process, because Neptune's a slow-moving planet, and it really takes its time. Neptune could be nebulous, but Neptune opens up our amazing creative ability. This is your 5th house of creativity, of how you express yourself. So on one end, you're coming forth and you're saying, hey, I'm in the game here, okay? I'm not been wiped out yet. I still got things to say, things to do, life to live. And the next 6 months is going to be possibly taking the romance, taking children, taking your creativity behind the scenes a little bit, having you go back over it. So you're going to juggle these energies. Mars has been retrograde in Scorpio, so you already have an idea of the things behind the scenes that have been up here, have been in here, that have been in your gut. With Mars moving direct this week, things are coming out. So you're really just juggling your behind the scenes stuff, taking care of behind the scene relationships, and at the same time coming out. So, you know, lots to juggle for you guys right now. Let's see, anything else I want to say? You know, Saturn is in Sagittarius, retrograde. As Mars moves out or moves into Sagittarius the first week of August, Saturn will then go direct. So we're going to get this double Sag whammy after we've all been doing this Scorpio stuff. That's your second house of money. Sagittarius is, you know, worldwide, world-renowned. Taking these ideas, taking your dreams, taking the things that are important to you, and now putting a message behind it, speaking it out to the world. And these are ways you can actually make money. So, you know what you're working on right now. Time yourself in July. Don't get too impulsive, like I said, because this is a lot for you to juggle. And you really want to get this lesson. We can't fight these lessons, you guys. Sometimes they're painful. Sometimes they're hard. Sometimes they, you know, really bring us into deep contemplation. And that's important. We need to look within, because if we don't work on this stuff and get this stuff right, then when the energy starts moving forward, whatever's not right, guess what? It comes out too. So take this time. Take this time. Get around water right now too, you guys. Scorpios, I really recommend you get around water. Jupiter and North Node are still in Virgo. That's your 11th house of relationships, friendships, people you look up to, your dreams, your wishes. So, you know, you may be coming up with some, you know, really neat connections, Virgo type connections right now. And Virgo's all about health right now. So these could be people coming into your life, or people you're inspired by that are taking a very holistic approach to life. And you really want to be a part of that and learn. Okay. So these are just some things to think about. There's always lots more going on. But the good news is, you guys, the universe loves you and is still focusing in on you and wants to help you really heal from the inside out more than ever before. This is kind of a big chance and opportunity right now to go deep and clear out one more time what Saturn and Scorpio left behind. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. If you guys are interested in a reading with me, you can go to my website. I do one-on-one consultations. I also right now have a special for my 15-minute audio readings, where I answer specific questions for you, customized for your chart. And I have a special right now for $50 for my audio readings for the first 25 people. 25 people that take advantage of the offer. And I'll have a sample of one of my readings on my website so you guys can see what that, you know, what that feels like. So I hope you take advantage of it, because I really want to help you guys through this time. All right. So thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a great July.